Introduce us.
Good everyone, Muk854 here, and I'm here again with Miguel. They are here for another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh Old School Sluggers.
Just
And
call it Sluggers.
today
There's no
is
old school about this.
yeah, I know. Anyways, last time we made a couple of changes to our decks, introduced some new rules and such, and now it's just Sluggers, not Old School Sluggers. And now this is the last full week of April. So as such, we are opening some new packs. I currently have 3 packs here of Spell Ruler, and Miguel has 2 packs of...
One retro, one invoke, IOC.
Those who don't know what that means.
Invasion of Chaos.
Thank you. Anyway, so we're gonna open these packs now and see what we get before we get into our deck. I'll start things off by setting a monster in defense mode, then sending a card face down, and end my turn.
And I'll go. I summon the 7-colored fish, and I will attack your face down.
Mystic Tomato.
Ooh, you get a
So
summon.
when it's destroyed, I will summon Math Sorcerer.
Kamen Madoshi. I'll set a card. 3 off the top.
Activate Fissure. I'll then summon Black Gland Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon attacks for 1500, and then Sorcerer attacks for 900. Because of that, I draw a card. Set a card face down, then end my turn.
I draw. Activate. Arpy's Feather Duster. You have a response.
Damn it.
I chain
Power Goblin, and Mirror Force.
I'm going to summon Flying Kamakiri. I'll have Flying Kamakiri attack your Mass Sorcerer, so you take 500. Your move.
Draw. How much attack is coming?
14.
Kamakiri, huh?
14.
In that case, Black Land attacks Kamakiri.
I summon Bladefly, which gives all wind monsters on the field 500 points.
I end my turn.
I draw. I'm going to banish a wind monster from my graveyard to summon Sylphid. Then I summon Sangan. I enter my battle phase and I'll have Sylphid with 22 attack your Fire Dragon. Then I'll have Sangan attack you for 1000. And then I'll have Bladefly attack you for 11.
Draw. I activate the Paralyzing Potion on Sylphid.
Okay.
I'll set a monster face down and end my turn.
Oh, that's a second counter. I'm going to link off Sylphid and Sangan for Win the Wind Charmer Verdant. When Sangan is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can add one monster with 1500 or less attack from my deck to my hand. I will add Iron Blacksmith Quotets. Then I'll set a monster in defense mode. And I'll enter my battle phase and have Verdant attack for 23.
Twin Revolution.
And Bladefly attack for 11. This is a good game.
I'm gonna use Monster Reborn.
Third counter.
Black Land Fire Dragon. And in battle phase, attack Bladefly. End my turn.
I'm in a bit of trouble. I can't use spell cards.
No, but your Sylphid is still stronger.
True.
No, your wind is still stronger.
Yeah, but I wanted to use Quotets. That's why. Equip summon Quotets to add a equip spell. Level at Nuzzler. Then, the summoning conditions are 2+ monsters with an effect. Summon Ikotoker. How many monsters is that? 6. Only 6. That's nothing. And normal summon Giant Germ. Enter battle. Talker will attack your Fire Dragon for 28. So that.
Am I dead?
No. You're at 1300 life left after Giant Germ.
Wow.
I must say these matches are more entertaining though, I would argue.
And nice game.
No, game 2.
Summon Dark Elf. Set a card, then end my turn.
Dark Elf is very dangerous. I will lay down 2 cards and activate Gravekeeper's Servant. That ends my turn.
MST on... no, not necessarily. I'll take the rest. On your face down the closest to your extra deck.
Well, I'll be damned.
And then summon the Mass Sorcerer. Mass Sorcerer attacks directly.
Okay, I go to 71, but you have to discard a card first.
Like from mill from top?
Deck? Yeah, top of deck. Mill 1.
Okay. Fissure.
Whew.
But with Mass Sorcerer, I get to draw a card.
Yep.
And then Dark Elf will attack directly.
So you mill 1 and then you burn for a K. I'm at
Red Eyes.
51.
Overlay. Utopia.
Monster in defense mode, pass.
Draw. Neobug.
Okay.
Utopia attacks via Cretin.
Rip Neobug.
Neobug will attack directly.
1800, so I drop down to 33.
Monster Reborn.
Okay, I'm at 30 or 7k.
I end my turn.
Set another monster and pass.
Draw. This is gonna be how it goes. Take it as Shining Angel. Utopia attacks. Only tank T14.
Chaos next
Shining
to the grave. Just letting you know who you killed.
Okay. Shining Angel attacks.
So,
You just barely survived. Neobug attack for 1800. And Fairy Meteor Crush.
100 life left. And
Okay,
I come back.
your move.
Doro.
Can you?
I'm afraid not. Game 3. With a
Okay.
monster in defense mode. And then I'll place 1 card face down. Make your move.
Set a monster in defense mode. Set a card. face down in my turn.
And I guess it's my turn. I'm going to sacrifice my face down monster for Terror King Salmon with a destructive 2,400 attack points.
Oh damn.
I'll enter the battle phase and attack your face down.
Activate Magical Cylinder.
I activate 7 Tools of the Bandit.
You destroy my Cocoon Evolution.
Cool. I end my turn.
Activate Fissure.
You totally have outstacked Shredder cards. That card's crazy.
I then summon Grand Majin de Urza.
Gren Maju da Aiza.
Then activate Soul Release.
Targets.
I got banish 3 of my cards, along with King Salmon, whatever, and also the other monster. But Grand Maju only gains attack on my banished monsters, right?
Yep.
So banished card on monster. 400 times 3, that's 1200, and it attacks directly.
Summon Flying Kamakiri, and I attack you for 14, so you your move.
I probably should have waited until Grand Maju and got more cards in my graveyard.
Very probably.
How much did you say?
14.
I summon Mystic Tomato. I attack.
I guess we crash. I'll have my monster. Well, you're the turn player, so I have to go first. So you get the pick after me.
Okay, fine.
That's not good for
I forgot
me.
Kamakiri also have that effect. It's the wind
I have
version of Tomato. Blackland Fire Dragon.
Sure.
By the way, 3 from the top.
Okay. 4 for you.
And how much? Fire Dragon attacks Typhoon. Yummo.
Zara. 7 colored fish. 18. Swords, your move.
And set. Then activate Drag Down to the Grave.
Ooh. What do you have, my friend?
Wing Weaver.
Get rid of it. What do I have? I have these 3.
I don't know what I have. Get rid of Malevolent Nuzlocke.
Let's be extra 1.
Oh wow, what are you up to this? Your move.
That's 1 on sword. My turn. I set a card, and I'll have my fish attack your face down.
Flying Kamakiri number 1.
That one does nothing. Your move.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, right, you get summon.
Winged Dragon.
Go off the top.
Draw. I banish Kamakiri to summon Stillfeed. Then I'll overlay them to summon Utopia. I can attack with a sword. Your move.
That's the second turn. My turn. And also, what zone is Utopia in?
Center.
Center zone? Okay.
Anyways, Fairy, Dragon, Plant, and Fiend.
Second question, what are the attributes of the monsters in your graveyard?
2 darks, 1 fire, 1 light.
Very well then. I summon Giant Germ. Then, I link these 2 off for Dark the Dark Charmer. Then, I'm going to take control of your Mystic Tomato. That's in your graveyard, right?
Yeah.
And then, I'll link off your Mystic Tomato as well as my Dark to summon Diko Tokar. And then, I activate the Field Magic card, Mystic Plasma Zone, which gives Dark monsters 500 points and decreases the defense by 400. The Link monsters don't have defense points, so it just shoots to 2800. So I'll have Diko Tokar attack Utopia, but I assume you're negating this.
Yes, I am. I'll set a card and end my turn. Swords are gone now.
Yep. I will flip up the Tower of Babel at the end phase, after Sword leaves. My turn.
Okay.
I'll activate Recycle. During each of my standby phases, by paying 300 points, I'm able to get 1 non-monster card from my graveyard to the bottom of my deck.
What the heck? So what do you...
I can't do it now, it's in the standby phase. All I'm really doing is adding a counter to my Tower of Babel. Then, I'll have my Diko Talker with 28 attack your Utopia.
Negate.
Your move.
Draw.
Well, I guess we're getting our boy Playmaker versus People Hope.
So Utopian is defensive mode and then end my turn.
I draw. I pay 300 life, level at Nuzzler on the bottom of the deck.
And then make sure you never get that.
I will set a card, and I will not attack your move.
Okay, what are you plotting? I set a monster, then end my turn.
I will once again pay 300 life points, dropping me to 49. Put the Swords of Revealing Light to the bottom of my deck.
How much did you say Deco Talker has again?
Currently, 28. When I normal summon Neobug, it jumps to 33.
So on Neobug Summon, I activate Trap Hole.
I'll have Deco Talker attack your face down monster.
You attack? Be a cretin.
Ooh, let's pick each of us. I choose to revive my the Dark Charmer. Your turn.
I'll revive. Wing Weaver.
Shit. I'll have the Dark Charmer attack your Utopia, which kills it.
Come with me, because now you have to weaken your Deco Talker.
No, I just placed Dark Charmer to my Deco Talker's arrow, so it's currently at 33.
What?
It's at 33.
Fuck, Wing Weaver's not gonna do much then.
It's your move.
I'll use MST on the Refute spell.
Okay, that's another counter to Tower of Battle. So it
Another
drops to 28.
Still not enough for Wing Weaver to destroy, but Wing Weaver will attack Dark.
When Dark is destroyed, first of all, how much attack does Wing Weaver have?
2750.
2750, that makes my life easier. I'm at 4000 because Dark is 1850. But when Dark is destroyed, I can add a Dark monster with 1500 or less defense from my deck to my hand. Kurita Samgan.
I thought I would finally be rid of Deco Talker, but now you just got someone down.
You know me so well.
I end my turn.
I once again pay 300 life points to bring back into my deck my 7 Tools of the Bandit. I actually really like this recycle card. It feels like I'm playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
And of course, I summon Sangan to the zone Deco Tucker points too. So, with that in mind, I'll have Deco Tucker with 28 attack the Wing Weaver. You take
50.
50 damage. And then I'll have Sangan attack you directly, so... Nah, you can go.
Go. Oh, fuck yes. I activate Dark Hole. Now, once you get your card.
I add Chaos Necromancer.
Okay. What did it do again?
It gains 300 attack points for each monster in my graveyard. I currently have 8.
300 times 8, that, do the math. 2400.
Yep.
Oh, crap.
The curse is not yet over.
I'll banish a light and a dark. I'll give you a film like a dragon. Master of light and dark. Sorcerer Supreme. For Chaos Sorcerer.
I'm afraid I cannot allow that. I pay half of my life points. Solemn judgment.
Son of a bitch!
Dude! I don't want to hear it.
Your move.
I draw. Chaos Necromancer. And I attack you for 24. Your move.
Draw. Fuck, I think I'm dead. Your move.
Dude.
Wait, hold on.
Huh.
Wait. How much does Tower Bappa do again?
3,000.
Okay, never mind, your move.
Draw. Giant Germ. 1,024, so you have 750. No. 650 life left. And, depressingly, it's your move.
Can this card save me? Drop! Nope. Game.
Oh, thank God!
Okay, that was really close.
Oh, that was a good match.
Yeah.
Wow, the match was an hour.
Really?
On to the real reason we're here.
Oh boy.
Raye is bae.
No, she's not. She's a scourge. She's a demon. She deserves to die. You know how I feel with Skystriker.
Yeah, but Raye did nothing to you. Raye saved you.
Yeah, she did. She fucked me over multiple times.
Hmm.
I'm a victim of her.
Fuck, dude, it sounds like you got molested or something.
I more than well have for 3 whole years.
Right. Anyhow, how's the job hunt going, JK?
High school was not the same because of her.
So high school, you're saying high school was ruined because of Raye?
I said it wasn't the same.
Ah, I see.
But anyways, to those who don't know what I'm talking about, the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh Chronicles came out.
By the time you watch this, it will be on episode 5.
Yeah, so if we talk about that, I thought it was gonna be like a full series anime. I didn't know. I think it was gonna be short, like 4 minutes short.
It's actually 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and about 1 minute of it is reused footage.
Point is, it was a lot shorter than I thought.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a full-fledged series.
No, that's what the GX remaster is for. But you have to live in Japan to watch it, or have a VPN.
Anyways, the first episode they decided to do was with freaking Skystrikers of all.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you, considering you don't know the lore, what happened in that first episode?
Seems like Ray's friend Rose was kidnapped and now being controlled by some evil AI, and Ray had to fight in order to save her. He's been fighting her multiple times because the AI has control of Rose, and all Ray wants to do is just to free her from the control.
Konami really fucked
Am I
up.
close? Am I even close?
Dude, Ray and Rose at the start of the story freaking hate each other. Let me ask you a question. How many people do you think exist at that point in time?
Is it just those two?
For currently alive, those two.
So Ray and Rose are the only people on the planet.
Technically, Camellia and Azalea are being created in a test tube using Rose's DNA, but yeah, those two are the only unmodified humans to still exist. And even then, they're not truly unmodified. They were also created in test tubes. What happened?
What?
I'm in shock. I really am.
For only 3 minutes, there was quite a lot happening. Ray was sent out to Herculean base. She used the fuck card to engage. Then she trained into Kagare to attack. That was Zeke, right?
Yeah, that was Zeke.
Yeah, she attacked Zeke, used afterburners to power up and destroy it, and then she was able to find Rose. Oh no, they jumped straight into the action, which I appreciate. But like for a series that was supposed to explore the lore of Yu-Gi-Oh, we don't get much.
We get two episodes of Ray before we move on to White Lore.
Okay, this is already all kinds of. I was expecting a whole lot more than this.
Well, just read the manga. That's the true answer.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
but I just don't want to. I don't want to rage the Sky Strikers.
Well, you can skip to, I think, chapter 6 or something. You read Magistus. Anyhow, I guess for this episode, we're gonna do 2 things.
Dude, I just got called down, so
Oh, then go.
give it a long time.
Oh, wait. Well, we were gonna talk about the OCG thing, but the thing is, that shit was too short.
Yeah, and the Yu-Gi-Oh Chronicle thing was too short to talk about for a long time.
I don't know about that one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything did a 1 hour and 40-minute video on that thing.
Okay, well, for us, we can't talk about much about it.
Yeah. Okay, so just to give you some backstory, Raye is from a town called Karma. She was raised by robots. Her best friends were Aileron and Pylon. And at the time of her raising, when she was 13, she figured herself to be the only human left on the planet. One of her teachers, Celia, is someone who would teach her manners, how to, maintain cleanliness. Human decency is a great way to put it. And Celia is also the one who, I believe, built Karma about 300 years ago, prior to the birth of Raye. And the reason that we're in this really weird setup is because it turns out that a war was started by humans to fight machines. Humans to fight other humans. So the humans created machines of death, and the machines of death were so strong and so intelligent that they gained sentience. And it became a war of one machine nation versus another machine nation, and the humans died along the way. In addition, Raye gets trained in the Arcus training grounds by Arcus. Her opponents are the 2 robot children. And at the end of this little backstory, we then get to meet her written exam. She scores the highest because Raye is Bae. Against 2 robots, it's a 55%. The other robot gets 65%, and Raye gets 82%. So Raye beats Alarion and Pylon at an examination. And in fact, there's a little funny comment where it says, "How could AI lose to a human?"
Yeah.
Which tells us there's something about Raye, because real shot, there's no way that 2 AI would lose to a 13-year-old girl on a written exam. I refuse to believe it. And Himmel, which is the last of the 3 magi, tells Raye that there is a reason you were born. And we get to see her 13th birthday, which is a Cinderella cosplay birthday. Raye gets to dress up as Cinderella herself. She enters the pumpkin carriage. They have some nice dancing. There's cake. But believe it or not, it wasn't Raye who blew out the candles because, they gotta make jokes. We get a really pretty family photo. Well, robot plus 1 girl photo. I guess they could be family in that case. And we get this really ominous scene of a cat. Cat seems to know that something is up, but we don't know how.
Is that from a manga?
This is from chapter 1, yeah. I'm only talking about chapter 1 because let's just say that we would be here all night if we did the whole manga.
It's already sounding like a much more interesting episode than what we got.
So Raye starts learning from Pylon and Alarion about the history of the world, and that there used to be many humans and the humans were so advanced that they developed a way to fly. And they used this technology to combat the enemy nation, Spectra, basically robot Nazi. Okay, just to simplify that shit.
Boy.
However, the AI they created was so powerful that it created weapons, because it turns out that they thought that humans were a distraction. They created weapons that only targeted and destroyed human genetic material. So you could basically nuke an entire city, nothing would be destroyed, but all the humanity would be gone. And the worst part is, it was also put as satellite, so it could attack you anywhere on the planet.
Say what?
It's a satellite weapon. It literally circles the whole globe. It can get anyone anywhere, no matter where they are on the planet.
Oh, the Skynet.
Basically. Now, Raye, somehow, they found DNA of a human inside of a fertilized human egg. And this human egg was basically going to die, but thanks to technology, they were able to put it into a pod, and lo and behold, Raye is born. Now, the thing is that the AI are smart, and they say, okay, Raye is human. You cannot raise human the way you raise robot. They decided to give her a bunch of friends, and that's where Larian and Pylon come along. They give her, exercise so that she stays in shape, because it turns out that humans atrophy, robots don't. And she learns about a very famous phrase, all things must pass. What it means is nothing stays the same forever, which is something that, according to Raye, a great person once said once upon a time. And the robots say, you guys are weird. Humans are weird, because to them, robots live forever, so what do they care? Midnight strikes. However, we see over the distance that there is bombing going on the city, and Raye is mad confused. So it turns out that Spectra drones have found the city of Karma, and they chase Raye back into the castle, where Himmel starts talking about what they're gonna do to fight off Spectra drones. And Raye says, let me fight. But then they go, no, Raye, you're human. Unlike us, if we get, damaged, we can repair ourselves. But if you, get injured permanently, then we can't fix you. Because the truth is, if you destroy the robot body, well, then they'll just put themselves in another robot.
Yeah, so, they're immortal.
Yeah. And they're saying, Raye, you're also a teenager. You don't have that much physical strength. There is jack shit you can do. However, Raye says, let me use the Sky Striker. Now, the Sky Striker isn't actually a title. The Sky Striker is the weapon and armor that she wears. And it turns out that Sky Striker technology is what the Karma used to use against Spectra back when humans dominated. And the Sky Striker is such a powerful technology that it allows humans to be even stronger than robots. If not for the fact that there's a human living material eradicator in the sky, humans would have won that shit. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. So Raye goes inside of the room and finds the Sky Striker, and in order to activate it, she engages. Mwahaha. And she does the pose, the Sky Striker engage pose, and we get to see Raye's power awaken. And that is chapter 1. Your thoughts?
I would loved to watch you did instead of what we just got. This chapter, the manga already does it a whole lot better. I'll say this. I went to the Sky Strikers. What I'm loving for seeing this. Okay,
this was so sick. And I'm thinking to myself, we really couldn't get Raye's birthday party? We had to watch Raye basically do the Master Duel cutscene again?
Maybe next episode we'll cram it all in there.
There's no shot they crammed that one chapter in 4 minutes.
You underestimate how much anime like to cram stuff. Remember Umineko?
You're not wrong. I think it's like 3 hours was crammed into 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. Okay, so do you have a topic you want to talk about?
Switch 2 pre-orders happened. Let's go into that, shall we?
Okay. Feel free to dominate.
So let's talk about it right now. People had expected that the Switch 2 was going to be a commercial failure. They thought it was going to be like the Wii U. A lot of people. Well, I don't know. It's more like the loud minority of people making complaints about the Switch 2. Yada yada. Say that it's going to be a failure. But really, the only complaint people ever had about the Switch 2 was just the prices. The Switch 2 itself is a much better console than Switch 1. People only ever complain about the prices itself, and lo and behold, it showed through. Because the moment it came out, Switch 2 was available with the US pre-orders. People went all over for it. If you couldn't go anywhere without trying to get it, like Target was out, GameStop was out, Walmart was out. People had to stay overnight at the store just to get a pre-order. But yeah, because of course it makes sense. And so because of that, Switch 2 as of right now, though no more, as far as I'm aware, no more pre-orders are available. But that part is not all people who pre-ordered deserve it. Scalpers are already selling the pre-order for $2,000. Fucking scalpers.
Please don't say that on this channel. I don't want to get sued.
Just blur me out. I mean it. I'm not taking back what I said. Scalpers are the worst. Yeah, I tried to get in there in time. I was hoping to get to either the website or go to a store myself. But on the morning where they came, where they came available, I got sick. I could not go. I so sick I go to the hospital. I had to go to the doctor. Because of that, I missed my chance to get the Switch 2. So now I have to wait until like May 8th because that's when they're sending invitations to those who registered for interest with Switch 2, which I did. But it's gonna be a while to get that. Until then, and even then, it's not a guarantee for me. Yeah, the fact that it's already sold out both here and Japan is like dominating in the market right now. The Switch 2 it's a success. The Switch 2 is automatically a success right now. It's already selling more than the Switch 1 did on launch day.
The Switch 1 was available for so long. Because the thing is, nobody really wanted the Switch 1. It wasn't until the Breath of the Wild reviews came out that the Switch 1 became an in-demand item.
But the Switch 2 was always going to be leaked to be better than any other than the Switch 1. I think definitely to be at the Wii U. I don't know if it's already going to surpass the Wii, but we'll see. So, Switch, to those who were lucky enough to get Switch 2 pre-order, good for you. The rest of us who are still waiting, may they all be on our favor to get it next because this is going to be a long way. Like I think it didn't get the Switch 1 until like a year after it came out because it took forever to find one. We'll just see how it goes because the many who doubted Switch 2 I bet they're eating their words right now. I don't see the Switch 2.
I don't think people actually doubted the Switch 2. I just think people were trying to make money on the internet by talking shit about it because it was a popular topic.
Yeah, probably. And now because the Switch 2 is already going to be more popular, it's already going to be a huge success. And we'll just see how it's going to go once it launches out. It already has a good lineup of games. But we've got Mario Kart Pro, which looks absolutely amazing. We have the new upcoming Donkey Kong, which I never played any Donkey Kong game before, but this is definitely one I'm going to get. We have the upgraded version of some games, which hit or miss. I'm definitely getting the upgraded Kirby game. That's Kirby for the win always. I doubt I'm going to get upgraded Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not in for that. But we'll see how the rest of the console goes. Because we'll see how this goes. Switch 2 has been building up a hype for a long time ever since it was like first rumored or announced or whatever. So we'll see if it lives up to the hype. So far it seems to be. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I know it's trick for me, but that's it.
The truth is, with me, is like it looks good. It really does. The price isn't really a problem. It's just I don't see too many games that I actually want on it. Like I guess Mario Kart.
You don't play Donkey? Yeah, God. You're not interested in the new Donkey Kong?
Not really.
And what about their Form Software exclusive?
That many FromSoft games.
Didn't you play Dark Souls?
Yeah, but I'm not a die fan of it. I just like a little bit of it.
I guess, yeah.
Because the thing is, right? It's a case of, in my specific case, I know that I don't play the popular games. I think you and I both know that.
Yeah.
And because of that, I find myself struggling to see what I really want from it. Mario Kart looked cool. Air Ride looked cool, but at the same time, Mario Kart and Air Ride cannibalize each other because they're both racing games.
Yeah, sorry, Team Sonic Great Crossroads. I don't know.
I thought it was dead, but then I'm thinking about it. Technically, no, because Crossroads is still a multi-plat. So it's going to be on PC, PS5, and Xbox. So for those users who don't have Nintendo hardware, because not everyone buys Nintendo hardware, not everyone likes Nintendo hardware. For those users, that's going to be, I guess, their alternative outside of maybe, unless they want a more realistic game like Forza. Because the truth is, the new Mario Kart just looks like Forza, but, stylized. Very stylized indeed.
I never played Forza.
It's so weird to think about it, because I knew it was going to succeed. I have nothing negative to say against the system. I'm just not excited for the damn thing.
That's fair.
Now, show me the new 3D Mario.
Well, we'll see when that comes out. But what I want to know, what I want to see, is the new Super Smash Bros. Game.
Didn't Sakurai say that Ultimate was his last one?
Yeah, quote, is his last one. I don't know if going to start making them. Sakurai just won't be working on it.
So just make Switch 2 versions and make you buy all the DLC again?
Honest, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't quite mind a Ultimate Plus or whatever you want to call it.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't mind that because could you ever top Ultimate? You literally had every character ever made in Smash.
You
ended up with Sora. How do you top that?
You just do Ultimate again, add more characters, and then give us melee physics.
Can we have that an option to turn it on and off melee physics?
Why? I mean, sure.
Because I don't like melee physics.
The best physics you don't like? Okay, that's fine. What's wrong with melee physics? Just curious from your perspective, because I really like melee physics.
Like, I played melee a lot when my cousin brings it over for Thanksgiving. I play melee with him. I just cannot get used to those physics. It's too much for me. Like, I don't know. I'm not good with it. I can't. I'm still used to modern Smash with the physics. Can't get quite used to melee, all the tech stuff.
True. That's true. Melee is a more technical game. I guess you could say it's like Street Fighter 3 Alpha, where it's like the most technical Street Fighter game, but most people just play the modern Street Fighter because it's the one most people are playing.
Yeah.
And then Street Fighter 2 is the most popular Street Fighter, I think, among the hardcores.
I never played Street Fighter ever.
Street Fighter was lit.
Yeah, and I played them. I'm playing more Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is such a weird conversation.
Yeah, we pretty much mentioned what we're talking about.
The video's gonna be like 90% duel, 10% convo. I'm calling it now.
Isn't that usually what's on?
The duels are like 7 minutes and we yap for 40 minutes or more.
Well, yeah, because now the first time we actually got a longer duel.
Yeah, and you were saying we don't need the extra deck when the extra deck is why the duel was so good.
I guess, yes.
Yeah. Lo and behold, Yu-Gi-Oh is a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, for this episode, that's the end. Have a nice day.